Mountain News this morning, a local health department gives some tips on how to keep your kids safe while in the car. And an automaker giant plants some extra roots here in the Commonwealth, possibly launching a new era of manufacturing.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning again at 6:31, almost 6:32 on this Wednesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. If you're just now joining us, well, thank you, of course. And if you've been with us, well, welcome back. Let's head over to Brandon Robinson over in Letcher County for a look at your forecast this morning. And Brandon, I don't know how else to talk about fog, so just take it away.
It's foggy.
Yeah.
That's basically all you can say about it. I mean, that's literally it. From one end of the region to the other, there's some fog out there. But yes, you're right, Dakota. It is foggy this morning. That's the main story. But of course, the bigger story, I guess, than the fog, and there's quite a bit of that, is the fact that we've not seen what the models are showing yet with the cloud cover. So we'll keep an eye on that, see how that plays out as we head a little bit later into the morning. But definitely dense fog out there. Take it easy, take it slow across the region. Up at the Mountain Parkway near the Wolf-Powell County line, not a whole lot of action up there this morning so far. We're looking pretty good up there near Slade. Temperatures basically cut the region in let's say thirds, because I guess half is not a good way to put it, but in thirds. Anything south of the Hal Rogers Parkway Highway 80 corridors probably in the 50s. Everybody else is in the 60s this morning there, including parts of the area into the Big Sandy that are seeing those mid 60s across parts of the area. 81 this afternoon, 57 tonight. It's going to be a nice night across the region, and the rain holds off for now. More on that in just a little bit. Dakota?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, a murder investigation is underway in Laurel County after a body was discovered on Saturday. Deputies say they were conducting a welfare check on Maple Grove Road. Upon arrival, deputies say they found 62-year-old Brian McCarty dead. They say an autopsy found McCarty had been shot multiple times. Deputies say multiple leads are being followed. A Northern Kentucky man convicted of underage rape charges will spend the rest of his life in prison. A Kenton County Circuit judge sentenced Joshua Turner to life in prison Monday. He was convicted back in July of 8 felony offenses, including rape and sodomy of 2 children under 12 years old. Court documents say Turner's girlfriend turned him in when she found videos of children on his computer. A Richmond man is accused of abusing a child. In an arrest citation, J. Douglas Thomas told officers that his girlfriend's 2-year-old daughter fell off of her bed and became unresponsive while under his watch. The girl was taken to UK Medical for treatment. Police say medical staff told officers the girl had a brain injury and multiple injuries consistent with possible sexual abuse. Thomas was arrested on charges of criminal abuse and strangulation. The current condition of the child is not known. A Barbourville man was arrested Saturday on drug charges after police say a woman was brought to Barbourville ARH unresponsive. The woman appeared to have taken an oxycodone tablet, which detectives with the Barbourville Police Department were able to identify the source of and prepare a search warrant against Darian Bargo. Now, once searched, detectives found that his house contained a large quantity of what are believed to be counterfeit pills disguised as common medications. Detectives were also able to take more than $15,000 in suspected drug proceeds. Police were also able to identify the overdose victim, but her name is not being released. A TikTok challenge may have led to a mess at a Pulaski County food bank. God's Pantry Pantry officials posted these surveillance images. They say Friday night, a group of teenagers came onto their property to attempt the milk crate challenge. That's a popular trend on TikTok where people try to climb a large stack of crates. The surveillance pictures show the teens attempting the challenge and leaving a big mess for workers at the pantry to clean up. God's Food Pantry says there is a clear no trespassing sign on the property. Officials say they are not pursuing any legal action. 6 University of Kentucky football players who have been away from the team since fall camp had burglary charges dismissed yesterday. Now, the Lexington Herald-Leader reports that a grand jury dismissed the charges the football players received in August. All of the players pleaded not guilty in the case. The original incident stemmed from an altercation at a frat party near UK's campus. Well, emergency crews over in Breathitt County were called to a collapsed portion of a building Tuesday. Breathitt County emergency management officials posted on Facebook yesterday that it happened at Citizens Bank on Main Street. The post went on to say upon arrival, crews found the decorative ceiling from the back portion had fallen. No injuries were reported. Becoming a parent or a caretaker of a young child can be intimidating, but one thing they often do get wrong is how they're buckling their child in for their safety or booster seat. If you feel unsure about the way your child's car or booster seat is installed, as well as how they're strapped in, the Kentucky River District Health Department hosts virtual car seat safety tutorials for parents and caretakers. In the safety lesson, they walk you through the correct car seat safety protocols and ensure your child is properly strapped in.
We will actually set up a time and actually do a virtual or a Zoom car seat check with you. Wherever you are, at home, location, or whatever, then we will go over to make sure you're installing that car seat safely.
For more information on how to set up a virtual car safety check with a child care health consultant, you can visit the Kentucky River District Health Department's Facebook page. Now, Ford is investing almost $6 billion into the Commonwealth. It's the single largest investment in our state's economy ever. The project, twin battery plants on 1,500 acres in Hardin County. The goal is to have batteries come off lines by 2025. 5,000 new full-time jobs are expected. As Chad Hedrick explains, state leaders and people who don't even live near the site are excited about the future and what it can bring to the Commonwealth.
This represents the largest manufacturing investment in the history of our company.
It's a development bringing a sense of promise to all of Kentucky.
Transformation for the Commonwealth, making us a global leader in the electric vehicle market and opening up doors to so many companies around the world.
It's a big deal for the Hardin County community, but also the state. Nancy Roque lives in Frankfort, 90 minutes from the Glendale site, but she is ecstatic.
Team Kentucky. We are a whole state of Kentucky fans, and it's good for our whole entire state and the surrounding state.
Nancy stopped by Tuesday's announcement at the Capitol to celebrate growth she says Kentucky needs. Her son works for Ford in Louisville, and she proudly calls her family a Ford family.
We had a 78, a 92, a 2013, a 2015, and 215s.
Nancy says she's excited for the green aspect of this new way of manufacturing, putting Kentucky on the map.
Thank you. I mean, just thank you for Kentucky. Thank you for everyone in Kentucky. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for my family and everybody's. We are all in this together, and like Andy says, we'll get through this together, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
A time of growth and making Kentucky known for a different kind of horsepower. In Frankfort, Chad Hedrick, WKYT.
We will shatter every...
Well, Ford officials say they looked at locations across the country. Serious conversations to finalize the plan in Kentucky have been ongoing for several months. Well, during a day of service, Four Roses Distillery helped the environment by cleaning up the Salt River. With Kentucky's natural water resources at the source of the bourbon industry, Four Roses employees gathered for a volunteer service day to help clean up the banks of the Salt River and surrounding roads, which provide a crucial water source for them throughout the bourbon making process. And even though they are only cleaning a small portion of the river, Master Distiller Brent Elliott says they hope to inspire others to do their part and help play a small role in keeping the environment clean.
If we start with what we can see and we try to perpetuate that attitude, that will expand, and people will start to pay more attention to not only what you can see in the environment, but the fundamental areas that we have to really pay attention to keep the environment clean.
In a typical year, Master Distiller Brent Elliott says Four Roses volunteers pick up enough trash to completely fill 30 to 40 bags just in their area alone.
Coming Coming up on 641, we're checking your forecast this morning. That includes lots and lots and lots of fog, and you can see it's coming at us from both directions this morning, north and south, and you're seeing many spots below that 5-mile threshold, well below that 5-mile threshold, so continue to be careful out there as you travel back and forth. We're going to continue to see possibilities for some conditions that will be a little bit on the cooler side at times today. We're going to continue to watch those temperatures fluctuate just a little bit there. 54 Monticello, 55 Jonesville Y, 62 now in Prestonsburg and Ashland, 63 in Moorhead, one of the warmest spots in the region. Temperature change from this time yesterday. Many spots are at least a couple of degrees cooler than they were this time yesterday. Only a couple of spots a degree or two warmer. Out the door forecast for today, we are going to continue to feature, again, temperatures that are above average today. Sunshine will be around later. Now, I don't know if we're going to see many clouds this morning or not. Models trying to show them. Future view and actual data not showing them this morning, so we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But the fog is out there, so regardless, fog is low-hanging clouds. So that's what we're going to see as we start your day. Dakota.
All righty, Brendan, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:42. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. A proposed ban on abortion is set to appear before Ohio lawmakers. Find out more when we come back.